All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another special video. So today I wanted to talk about the Heidel Ball recap. It happened yesterday, and I watched the live stream. It was 2 hours, but they made a post on the official site talking about everything that's happening, and I guess we're gonna just talk about the recap, so it's not 2 hours. And pretty excited. So yeah, it was in France as of yesterday. All the BDO partners got invited, but you know, I would have gone if it was not in France. But anyway, that was pretty awesome. Let's talk about all the important things. Some of us may be interested in certain things, but we'll just cover the highlights in general. So, Land of the Morning Light Part 2 coming out. I assume it's just like an extension of the current Land of the Morning Light. New nodes, new quest line, probably new bosses for the weekly. And that's really all I know about it. If they showed more, I didn't really pay attention to that one because I don't want to spoil myself. But basically, extension, basically 8 to 10 boss splits every week. I think those are supposed to be like guild and group partied. So like, you know how Calamity 1 to 7 boss splits every week is solo. 8 to 10 is, I think, guild or group, and it uses your own gear instead of like a set cap for the most part. So I think that's good. New stuff to do for all of you questers out there. You can see the GM notes below if you want to read that. Once again, I'll leave a link in the description to this entire thing so you can read it at your own time as well. We have a new class coming out to Dosa. It kind of looks like Male Dracania. But as we all know, we get a new class like every year. Pretty standard for BDO, probably one of the games with the MMOs with the most classes. And so we'll definitely be trying it whenever the new season starts or something. If they give us a new class token, we'll be playing it for sure. If it goes on to Global Labs, we might try it out. So yeah, we'll try the new class out when it comes out. Hopefully it's cool. And aside from that, I didn't really look at too much because I just wanted to experience it for myself. And, you know, trailers are usually different from actual gameplay. So you can try out the Dosa on the Global Lab as of June 28, which is next week. I'll try my best to get myself onto the Global Labs. I probably have to go install it, and we'll see what it's all about. So the Palace Management, once you've completed everything in the Land in the Morning Light, several nodes will become available at the Palace. Unique material can be obtained. We'll talk about this unique material in a bit. So this kind of looks like, you know, the mini Vel Palace that we had like a year or two ago, and it's literally the most empty thing I've ever seen. It kind of looks like that, but if it's a new region, that's cool. Like, I still don't really actually know what the little bubble underwater thing that we have is. I still don't know what it's called. I did the quest line there, got all the energy, did everything. But I wish there was a reason to actually be there. I wish there was, like, you know, a permanent mini boss to get people to come back. But they instead made it for like once a year and then straight up like, oh, all right, we forgot about this. Let's make a new region. So it is what it is. So yeah, this is like a screenshot of the new zone with the new nodes and everything. Pretty cool looking. And primordial weapons, the sovereign weapons, as we all know, fallen god weapons. These are the equivalent going past Pen Blackstar. And so there's apparently a few different ways to get it. They're going to be giving us all a free Pen Blackstar, which is actually kind of insane. And so you need basically 2 Pen Blackstars to turn it into the sovereign primordial weapon, which is this one. And the new weapon is going to go, instead of going pen, there's like 10 levels. So I understand, if I understand this correctly, it's a guaranteed upgrade, but it's like time gated. So it's like you can guarantee it without RNG. It just takes a long time. So that's my understanding of it. I still think the hardest part would be getting double Pen Blackstars, especially for newer players. For me, we should be able to get them one-day release, because, you know, I have a series right now going on my channel of Journey to Pen Blackstar, so assuming that's in like 6 months or now, or something, 3 to 6 months, in theory, I should be very close, or, you know, worst comes to worst, I'll just buy it. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. So, yeah, kind of excited. I definitely am looking forward to the new weapons, and I'm glad they're making it guaranteed, but you just have to, like, work for it. Like, you know, with enhancing, there's a light at the end of the tunnel with guaranteed enhancing, but that light at the end of the tunnel is extremely far away, or you just buy everything. So I'd rather just work on it, even if it takes a while. That's fine with me. It lets people catch up and everything. That way there's people that aren't just like 900 gear score and then you just started the game. So yeah, so the ways to do it. The first method, which I think looks the cheapest, is 2 pen black stars. If you have triple pen black stars, you're already halfway done. Then they're giving us another one, so basically everyone who's pretty much at the end game should be able to at least guarantee one of them. You're still gonna have to make the other one, and it is what it is. And then another method is from doing the Black Shrine bosses. So you get 1 pen black star plus the Primordial Flame, which I assume is a stupid rare drop. And then kind of like the flames when you're upgrading the Fallen God armors. So I assume it's like that. I think realistically, most people are going to be double pen black starring it, combining it into whatever's new. Also, hold on. I'm in game and I was just processing for a second. Let me fix that for a second. Okay, we're good. All right, anyway. And then the third way is if you have a boss gear like a Zarka, Dandy. Oh, there's only 2 of them right now. The sub weapon's not happening yet. Main one, main Black Star, plus a C20 boss gear, plus a Gem of Twilight. My understanding is this Gem of Twilight is extremely rare and hard to get, and the most expensive way to get. So I think realistically, right now, what I would do if I were you and you're not like at the end game is just save up for a second pen black star, buy it off the market, and then you'll be okay. So from Pride to Deck, there's like 10 levels of upgrades instead of 5 now. I think that's fine. I really hope that if they make all gear 10 levels of upgrades, you can be assured that you can guarantee it without too much RNG. So, like, not saying these are the weapons, because we already know that it's 100% success, but it's time gated by materials. However, with that said, armors in the future, I hope that it follows the same pattern. So, the difficulty level will increase when approaching the final stage of enhancement. However, is designed to be balanced overall. Upon failure, the anvil will also be ensured to guarantee enhancement. So what we have now is the Agra system. So hopefully it's not like dumb difficult. Anyone who's an endgame BDO player, we were just trained to think that 5% is good. It's not good, but we were trained to think that way. But hopefully the guaranteed number isn't like 1,000. Hopefully it's a normal number like 20 or something, maybe 10. That'd be nice. But the unique part of these weapons, from when I watched it and they announced it, was that you can pick your stats. So if you've ever played Final Fantasy XIV, they're kind of like relic weapons, where you craft the weapon and then you can pick your substats on it. So like, for example, you get their Black Star, but you want more evasion on it, or if you want more DR or accuracy, you basically get to build your stats onto the weapon. That way everyone has something different in theory. Realistically, it's going to be like everyone's building DR and or more accuracy or damage on it, but hopefully we see variety on it. And this is the announcement of they're giving basically everyone a free pen black star, which that's insane actually. And whenever these are available to sell on the market, which they actually, what's funny is after they announced this yesterday, they disabled selling all pen black stars and just boss gears on the market, so it doesn't tank the market. Um, separate notice, details on how to get it will be next week. I assume it's kind of like the same way as how you got your free Tet Blackstar a year ago. It's something similar to that. And then everyone gets a free pen Blackstar. If you want to know my opinions on which one you should get, if you are Succession, you get your main hand weapon. If you are Awakening, I think this is a little bit tricky because in terms of if you are selling it, well, the ones you get for free right now here, you cannot sell that on the market. However, if you already have a pen Blackstar, like let's say you made it yourself, just know the price is going to go down when they give everyone a free pen Blackstar, kind of like the same way they gave everyone a free Tet Blackstar. The price tanked multiple billions, so it's going to be wild. Just keep that in mind. So if you're looking to buy one, wait about 1 or 2 months, and then you can get it for probably about like 50 billion cheaper. Summer event. Every year they have Determian Park. It's the same every year. If you've never done it, I think it's actually a pretty fun event to do. We'll be doing it again if they give good rewards. But once again, I've done this like, I don't know, 6 years in a row. So unless they come out with something unique, chances are it's the same thing. New outfit coming out next week. It is your standard beach outfit. Honestly, it looks like the most normal thing I've ever seen. It's not ugly. It's not great. It's just literally something you'd see someone wearing at the beach. The Jordan Saga will be updated on June 26th for global regions and July 10 for console. That's all they said about it. I have no idea what that means, but cool. Next, we have the combat content. Dehkia's Lantern, Tier 2. These are for endgame players. Tier 2 is targeting veteran players with a gear score of 750 and up. Yeah, 750 is actually pretty like deep in endgame. I think like most people who take this game seriously, I would say if you are a mid to entry level endgame player, you're between like 700 to 750. And then 750 plus is endgame, in my opinion, because the pieces you're gonna need from 750 to 770 is pen debos, which are very expensive to get. So yeah, new grind spots for all of you super endgame players, and tier 1 Dehkia spots: Kadri, Gyfin, Crescents, and Mirrormock. Mirrormock is actually an exciting one for me because, as we all know, Mirrormock is one of the best spots for grinding XP, followed by, well, actually, Gyfin is number 1, and then Mirrormock is probably number 2. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe they'll like up the XP at Gyfin so people can actually push level 67 and beyond without hundreds of thousands of hours. So yeah, hopefully these are good. The one thing about Crescent Shrine is it's out in the middle of the desert. It's really out of the way, which is kind of annoying. Aside from that, Mirrormock, Kadri, and Gyfin, not too bad. Hopefully they're decent. New Asadal accessories. So my understanding of these new accessories is that the Tayback belt, where you equip it and it gives you a special skill where you can buff your allies, group members, and everyone. My understanding is they're similar to this, and basically it's group content accessories, in my opinion. So on par with the Tungrad accessories, but with a unique skill. So Devos will still be top tier damage. The new accessories will be utility for group content. So like if you group grind, PvP, and all that stuff, I think they'll be overall, at least there's a variety. So we'll see what it's actually like when they come out. Maybe we'll go for it. But right now I just have a lot of other things I need to work on, like Pendebo rings, and these are kind of low on my priority list of if I were to get them. But I think if you are a large-scale group PvPer, or you do just like decent node wars, these might be useful for you. But we'll see when it comes out. I'll talk more about it then, and hopefully it's good. Guild trait system. Guilds can now choose the preferred trait. What does that mean? Guild traits are divided into 3 categories of PvP, PvE, and life skill, allowing guilds to align with their chosen path. Selecting a trait allows you to accumulate more fame, unlocking benefits. Let's be real, most people are going to be choosing PvE, even the endgame PvPers, because, you know, no matter what you do in this game, PvE is the most important thing to, like, make more silver, get better gear and everything. So I think realistically PvE is going to be chosen for most people, even if your guild is like top tier PvPers, but unless we know what we're getting. You get a guild dragon mount. That's pretty cool. I don't really know what to say about this until it actually comes out, but I think it's pretty cool. Okay, so Hardcore Season 1. Boy. They saw World of Warcraft do this. You know, the Hardcore Classic WoW thing that happened earlier this year? Pearl Abyss saw that and was like, alright, let's do this too. But, you know, I'm gonna be honest. Classic WoW and Hardcore BDO, they're not the same. Like, in World of Warcraft, that game came out over 20 years ago. BDO has been around for 8 years. There's a difference. And like, I always said to myself, if I were to have a reset on BDO, I think I would just quit the game. Because straight up, it took me so long to get to where I am nowadays. And if I had to do that again, I would rather just play another game. However, with that said, Hardcore BDO is like a separate server entirely. I'll probably try it out. I think with my knowledge of this game and, you know, like the amount of hours I've put into this game, I'll try it out. I think I could do well. Basically, the way it works is it's kind of like the hidden Arsha channel, but when you die, you just get sent to jail. And you have to PvP to get, like, more, what is it? What is that thing called? Like, tokens or whatever to steal from other people to get back into the thing. So I think it's unique. I think I'm pretty good at this. But here's the thing that's the difference between Hardcore WoW and BDO. The classes aren't balanced, and there's 28 of them. So if you're playing on the hardcore server, you really have to play a meta class, and that's how you'll be having fun. And that is the way it is. Like, if you're playing hardcore, you are playing the meta. And the hard truth is some classes are better than the others. And so that's one of the down things. I'm a little bit skeptical on how this is going to work, but, you know, I think it's content. We'll be making some videos. We'll try it out. I think I'm decent enough at this game to give it a shot. Console PS5 version. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know they're gonna have PS5 or console updates in the PCNA one or PCNA EU one. But yeah, let's see. The console update for the next generation adventures is finally here. Overall, the effects, texture qualities, LOD levels have all been improved, which enhances the quality of long-distance views. Loading speed has been improved, allowing the map to further load further. Basically, quality of life settings options. I think that's a good thing. Nothing content-wise yet, but, I mean, quality of life, I think if you're a console player, this is a huge update. Like, if you can play in a solid 60-plus FPS, that's huge. Like, everyone knows in BDO, FPS is very important. So if you can play it at a consistent frame rate on console, that's like the biggest change you can ever have. Aside from, you know, central servers, that is. But yeah, I think this is a very good thing for all of you PS5 players. And yeah, hopefully this is very good. We expect to inform adventurers about this application timing along with the final test in December. Oh. I mean, I'm glad it's coming, but why'd you announce it 6 months in advance? Like, you got people's hopes up, and then you're just like, bam, 6 months plus. Well, either way, I'm glad to see that console is actually getting updates on that. That's a huge update. Good for you. Mountain of Dawnbreak is still the undiscovered area in the Mountain of Eternal Winter. Known as Mountain of the Dawnbreak is being prepared. New region. Content that challenges your limits, such as 100-floor dungeons. Every game has to have an endless dungeon, bro. I've done this in ESO. That's called the Infinite Archive. We've done it in Final Fantasy, Palace of the Dead, and the new one. Every game has to have one. Nothing unique here. I'm excited for it. I'll try it when it comes out, but it's not like... As a person who plays a lot of MMOs, this is less exciting for me than it is to someone who only plays BDO. Demon Land, the new region that will be revealed after the Mountain of Dawnbreak, is Demon Land. Unlike general regions, the Demon Land is being developed to appear as one massive castle. You can explore every corner of the fortress and embark on adventures with new combat styles. Okay. I feel like we went in a different direction of BDO lore. It's like everything, you do all this stuff. Demon Land. But, you know, whatever, it is what it is. I feel like of all the things you could have made, you probably didn't have to choose the same isekai trope as everything else. But it is what it is. People like that, so we'll be exploring that. The start of a new adventure, Black Desert's past. Once you have completed your adventure to the Demon Land, all the areas of the Black Desert world will have been revealed. New region. From then on, you can embark on a new adventure to a completely new world through the Magnus. So basically, you know, the world we know right now, we're getting World 2, Demon Land. I just hope that like they continue to update it with content and not make it like that palace thingy in the ocean in the middle of near Vel. Like, you know what I'm talking about that we talked about earlier. I hope it's not like that where you just do a quest line and there's no reason to ever be there again. So I really hope that with a new region and everything, there's stuff to do for more than 3 months. So let's see. You explore new lands that cannot be found in the world of Black Desert. Grasslands is... Please don't tell me they... Jay, have you been playing Final Fantasy and you're like, I played Endwalker, I'm gonna just copy everything into there? Because if I saw this screenshot, I would have legit thought this was something from Final Fantasy before I thought BDO. Alright, anyway. 2024 Heidel Ball gifts. 2 J's hammers. We'll be using that on our Journey to Pen Blackstar series whenever I get another Tet. So if we can get another pen, that would be good for the new Sovereign weapons. And a 10-year outfit box. All you free-to-play players out there, make sure to get your Pearl box. And then, as of next week, they're going to be giving us 2 weeks worth of rewards and goodies. So a 150 stack, pretty good. Gula's Courser Training Selection Box. Radiant Seals, Splendid Shikatu box, more Shikatu box, more Radiant Seals, Old Moon boxes for your grinding, J Special boxes, which is a bunch of dice, Capra Stones, everything. Reroll coupon, weapon exchange coupons, and a tier 10 horse attempt. That's pretty good. Those are good rewards. So, with that said, that's all the stuff, and that's the recap. Yeah, that's about it. That's like all the highlights that I wanted to talk about. So that's about everything in the recap. So if you guys enjoyed it, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Would love to see you come back. And I have a lot of guides to update in the near future. So if whether you're a beginner, new player, returning player, or someone who's just looking to get better, I have a lot of videos for you guys hopefully you something will stand out and you'll check it out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Peace.